Who's the first African to win a Grammy?
Mean the American award, the Grammy. So where is your own Grammy? Where is the South African Grammy?
You're boasting about Nigerians succeeding in America.
I'm boasting. The thing is, that's the point. Wait,
now it matters because
do you see the point, Mr. Boxer?
You are being a hypocrite. You are boasting about Nigerians.
Wait, hold on. Do you see the point? Do you see the point?
Who is the first African to win a Grammy?
Look at the points. I am not saying that Nigerians are the first to win a Grammy. I never said that. My point is this. You are bragging. I'm also bragging.
I'm asking you a question.
No. That's not what's going on here. Don't misquote me. Your brother up there was bragging about South Africa, and I told you guys, listen.
You put us on the map musically.
Because I told you that's what the research shows.
Because you
host, can I say something?
I told you that's what the research shows. I told you that's what the research shows. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Let the new people talk. Let the new people talk.
This dude is crazy.
Put us on the map, but you don't know who's
so
the first Grammy winner.
No, we did put you on the map, though.
You know, we've been quiet.
You are boasting about Nigerian successes in America. Now you are being a hypocrite.
You can't take a taste of your own medicine.
No, it's an American award. You are boasting about Nigerian success in America. Who's the first to win a Grammy? It's a South African. We put you on the map.
Mute everybody, I'm here. Some danger. Take your 5. Let's get the new people to speak, and then Mabuso, you can start. Sam, you have 5 minutes. Please be mindful of your time. Go ahead and speak.
All right, thank you. It's quite bizarre for somebody to mention that the most successful people in America are Nigerians. But when I mention a Grammy, suddenly being an American award discredits the achievement. You are not going to say that you put us on the map when we were the first to actually be recognized with a Grammy. Miriam Makeba won a Grammy before Fela Kuti or whoever that is. Now, who put who on the map? Who is the first African to get a Nobel Prize?
Give me that question. Okay, now, what did you say the person's name was?
I asked you a question.
No. You mentioned her name. I don't know her name. So what's her name?
Nobel Prize.
What's her name? There's no way I would know her name. She's not Nigerian. What's her name?
She's not a she. The person who was the first to win a Nobel Prize is Chief Albert Lutuli. Now, the first person,
No, you said the Grammy. Grammy. Who was the first Grammy winner?
You failed to answer the question. Let me continue with my time.
Who was the first Grammy winner? Tell me so I can know.
Miriam Makeba. She won it together.
Now you see, I don't know who that is. But
before any Nigerian was near a Grammy, we were already winning Grammys.
Fine, but I don't know who she is, but you know Fela Kuti. That should tell you something.
It's literal.
I don't know who she is.
Wait. You think your ignorance is a determinant of my merits? To say the fact that you are ignorant of Miriam Makeba proves something.
Means that nobody knows her. But people know Fela Kuti. People knows Fela Kuti. People know Fela Kuti more than they know who this person is, whether you like it or not. That's a fact.
By the way, she was nicknamed Mama Africa. Nobody in Nigeria was given that name. Now, I also want to mention, Mandela was responsible for convincing Obasanjo not to take another term. Now, we know that no Nigerian leader is even fit to tie the shoes of Mandela. You know that very well. When you talk about us boasting about South Africa's achievements, we are not boasting about things that we learned just right now, which can't be verified. We are talking about things that we know from the top of our head because we are well informed. By your own admission, you are ignorant. You actually had to go to ChatGPT in order to retrieve such important info about your government. That's the reason you don't know who Miriam Makeba is. It's nothing to boast about. It's not Miriam Makeba who's not well known. It's you who is ignorant. Do you understand that? By your own admission, you had to consult ChatGPT about such critical information about your country. Now, the reason why we don't believe that you gave us money. Firstly, apartheid was not bought away. It was fought. Right now, as we are fighting to save our country from illegal immigrants, it demonstrates that a continuity of culture of fighting is still alive in South Africans even today. Now, if Nigerians were such saviors, what happened to those Nigerians who saved Africa? When they are failing even to save themselves right now. Because what you are today is what you've always been. We've always been fighters. That is why when you talk about a fighter in South Africa or African contest, Shaka Zulu distinguishes himself amongst all other fighters in Africa. When you say Shaka Zulu, he's synonymous with a pre-colonial warrior. He's actually more famous than any other African warrior to be known of. Secondly, we've always dominated any era of leadership. Pre-colonially, Shaka Zulu sticks out more than any other Nigerian leader. During the anti-apartheid struggle, the era of independence, the waves of change, Mandela distinguished himself above Kwame Nkrumah or any other name you can mention. And right now, even if we don't like Julius Malema, he is actually distinguished amongst all other African activists right now. There's no way that you could be great in the past and be shit today. If you are shit today, it's most probably the fact that you've always been shit. And the fact that Nigeria is shit, it's what it's always been, a country that has a legacy of selling its own people. Why don't you mention that as your record of helping Africa? You sold your own people off to slavery. You have that record. We don't have that record. Why don't you mention that? Why didn't Chat GDP mention that? Now, a Nigerian government that is notoriously corrupt must be believed to have loyally and honestly transferred money to South Africa. The government is not even loyal to dispensing services to its own people, but we must believe that you sent us money and it arrived into our hands and we bought our freedom with it. Bullshit.
Okay, can I respond, host?
Hold on.
Hold
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep it. And then you can speak after Tara.
Host, I asked you to speak. You said I will speak after.
Mabuso, I'll give you 3 minutes. Tara,
I'll speak after Tara. No, I'll speak after Tara. I was just saying you can't give Anita before me.
Nothing. Gospel, I don't know why he dropped, but anyway, I think he just came to speak his mind. You guys. Tara, go ahead. Take 5 minutes.
Okay. No. Thank you, host. I'll try and be as brief as possible. I came to contribute to the development factors of the economy and growing the African continent, but I'm propelled to respond when people keep on mentioning their help, how they helped South Africa, donated money. Sis, you need to understand a few things. There's a former Nigerian governor who, by the name Emmanuel Nunde, who was the governor of the Reserve Bank, who was able to scam the Reserve Bank of Brazil and sold them a non-existent airport. He scammed that Reserve Bank of Brazil to an amount of $232 million. That was back in 95, 96, if my memory serves me well. Now, I want you to take that and say that if a governor of a reserve bank entrusted person, someone to lead the nation, is able to scam an entire reserve bank of another country, what makes you think and believe that the so-called tax that you were donating, that was called Mandela tax, made it to South Africa? Because first of all, Mandela was not even famous in the African National Congress, by the way. Oliver Tambo was the president of the ANC. You had Walter Sisulu, you had Govan Mbeki. These were struggle stalwarts that were leaders in the ANC. Mandela was not even a leader. He was not even close to being in the top 6 leadership of the ANC at the time when he was then arrested. So I fail to understand why would there be a tax that is called a Mandela tax when Mandela was not even known at the forefront of the African National Congress and the movement that was there. As you said that no, you were paying Mandela tax. You were scammed by your government. Two, South Africa was, the ANC was classified as a terrorist organization in South Africa by the apartheid regime here, meaning that it didn't have any bank accounts and whatsoever. Where was this money transferred to and how? Because we know the nations that stood in solidarity with us, ma'am. We know Angola. We appreciate Angola properly even this day. We know Zambia. We know Tanzania. In Morogoro, if you go to Tanzania, they still demarcated the areas where we were, and we were training in those right areas. We used Mozambique as a passage or travel passage to get to the training camps, which were based in Lusaka and in Morogoro in Tanzania, and then the Kwato Kunaval area of Angola. Those were the nations that we knew. And then Cuba donated, of course, weapons for us. Yasser Arafat of Palestine, for those who normally ask why we are celebrating Palestine instead of others. Yasser Arafat of Palestine ensured that we had weapons and we had the fundings that were donated to us. The Soviet Union came in the camps in Kwato Kunaval in Angola, and they trained our people. We then assisted Dos Santos in Angola fight against Jonas Savimbi, by the way. Jonas Savimbi, who was funded by the United States of America to topple the government of Angola. We fought hand in hand with what you call with Dos Santos to ensure that we defeat the Savimbi regime that wanted to take over government in Angola. We also assisted in fighting against the Rhodesian government, by the way, in Zimbabwe. Hence, you know that there's a song that we sing that is called the Zebra Mkonto, the Zebra and MK forces. We assisted them in fighting that particular a regime that they were fighting in what you call in Zimbabwe. So these are the things that took place. So again, you say that they are top, when you search top earners in what you call in the US, you don't find South Africans. We don't need to travel to the US, ma'am, in order for us to practice our skills. We don't need to escape in order for us to get opportunities in other nations. Of course, you're not going to see us because we are not struggling to get employment in our countries. We're not struggling with industries to upskill ourselves and practice those particular skills. We don't need to jump and get to other nations like you do. You have to get to the US in order for you to practice. I mean, you just saw right now that there's no ambulance, ma'am, in the incident of Anthony Joshua in Nigeria. You saw the faults in the medical system, the flaws in the medical systems of Nigeria. So you need to get somewhere for you to utilize your skill to its full potential. We don't need to.
Your time is up, Tira. Thank you so much for your submission. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, before we move on to Anita wants to show us something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. How many Nigerians are in this box? Anita, are you the only Nigerian here?
No, I'm Nigerian too.
No. Okay.
No,
But let me be honest with you guys. No. Since TM started his life, this is the second time. Mabuzo, please mute yourself.
Co-host, it's my turn, not Anita.
Mute yourself, please. I'm talking. Anita has been holding it down for Nigerians. I don't know, for over, I'm sure, like almost like 8 hours now. And yet, Nigerian men, you guys come, you say something, you drop, you run. You come, you run. You guys are coward. Come up here. Come up here.
I'm telling you.
I bet you leave it for a woman to fight.
Thank you.
Cowards. Anita, continue, Joe.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, this is the problem that I have, right? I basically told you guys this, that when the person up here, this guy here with the hand, when he was talking about all that South Africa has done, I didn't dispute him. You know why I didn't dispute him? Because I gave him the benefit of a doubt that that's possible. South Africa possibly could have done everything. In fact, the host had to ask questions so that he could know if it's for real. Some people had to even dispute him. I just said, whatever. Take your flowers, you've done something. But now you see how they have all come up to dispute what Nigeria has done. If you guys are not picking up the point that I'm trying to make here, then I'm so sorry. It's not it's not me. Host? It's you. Oh, Lord of mercy.
Co-host, can you hear me?
It's not me, it's you. And that's the point. So if you guys can actually talk about South Africans.
Mabuzo, Please allow her to land. Then you will come after her. You are
Oh,
next to
co-host,
talk.
can you
Okay?
hear me?
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us, Mabuzo?
He can hear.
I think it's network. Mabuzo, so you know what? I will drop you and bring you back up. Okay, Mabuzo. Oh, Anita, continue, please. Okay.
So my point is this: if I, as a Nigerian, okay, because people keep saying that Nigerians also hate South Africans, but I, as a Nigerian, I never once did anything to like
Thank you.
all of the things that South Africans were listing here. But how dare you? Like the point is, how dare you even try to downplay the fact that we actually were the country that financially funded, not only financially funded, also supported your anti-apartheid movement. Do you
Give us the transaction details and
believe?
then we'll
Wait,
believe.
and then you
No,
are
don't tell us
quoting a
stories that it
criminal.
was
You're
transferred
trying
to
to
this
use a
account on
criminal.
this particular year.
You guys do not have any conduct. You don't have self-conduct. You don't know how to stay silent and let other people talk. You don't know it. And that's why I believe that you are just upset with Nigerians, and that's why you want to project on Nigerians your bad behavior. Because I have not seen one Nigerian in this comment interrupt you when you are speaking. That is bad conduct. You need to learn how to do that. Okay, if we're having an actual meeting in person, we would not be talking over each other. That's Zoo behavior. Let me finish. Let me
It
finish.
must include the transactions.
I let you speak.
Please.
You know how long you
Thank
spoke, and I
No,
sat
I'm
down and I
just,
let
I'm
you
just saying
speak.
that I'm going to
You
keep
should
quiet. That
behave.
your
I don't
your
care. You even sound like the lady.
must
I don't even
include
care
the
about what you have to say
transactions.
because you said enough.
Thank you.
Let me finish. So basically, you had to dispute me and question the fact, asking me, okay, where did the money go? Are you asking me where the money went? This happened in the 90s. Have you gone to ask your government? Because your government will tell you, yes, they received the money. Have you gone to ask your government? But you're asking me. I now have to
In fact,
prove
they've
to
disputed
you.
it, ma'am. They
Hold
have
on.
disputed
I
it
now have to
multiple
prove
times.
that my
I'm going
government
to
gave you.
refer, can I refer
This
you to
dude,
a
you are worse
certain...
than a woman. Like, I'm a woman, but I don't talk
Can
too
I
much.
refer you to a scholar in the Institute of African Studies in
You
Denmark?
sound
There
like
is a journal
someone
that
on. You
disputes
need to
that
relax.
take.
Just
There
stay on
is
mute.
a journal that disputes that lie. I'm saying
Mute
I'm
is
referring
not
to a
that hard.
peer-reviewed paper,
All right. When
a
you're done, let me
properly
know. All
conducted
right.
research, right? That disputes that. I'm just telling you that as when you say that we must
Co-host,
ask our
wasn't it
government,
my
they
turn
have
to
disputed
speak?
it.
Yes,
Our government
Mabuzo, it
has
was actually
disputed
your
it.
turn, but
I'm
you
saying
can't
that
hear
there
us.
is a
Tira, please
He's
hold
peer-reviewed
on.
paper
interrupting
on
me, but
this.
let me tell you something. I
Tira,
dispute.
please, guys, come on. Like, I'm tired of screaming out. No, come on, go do this. It's
Everything that
actually Mabuzo's time to
Okay, I
talk,
want
but
to
he
say
can't
that
hear
as
us.
our
Mabuzo,
government
your network is
disputed this,
messing
I'm saying,
up.
yes, there's a peer-reviewed paper on them disputing the
Okay, I think I'm
everything.
fine
I'm
now,
not done.
co-host.
I'm not done.
Are you okay? Can you hear us, Mabuzo?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Then please carry on and make your submission. I will give you 5 minutes. No, look, Anita and Libya are the only Nigerians here. Let me be real honest with you guys, right? So if you allow one South African to talk, one Nigerian has to talk. You know, their men are coward. They can't even come up and come and defend themselves. It's only the women are doing this job. You heard me, right, Nigerian men? You heard me. So Anita and Libya are the only two Nigerians here. So please, when one South African talk, allow also Nigeria or Anita or Libya to respond,
You
right?
never let me respond, but let me continue.
Yes.
I'm almost done so that you can speak. I know you guys are. Well, let me just leave you for that. Anyways, the fact is, it's so easy to dispute it when it's a Nigerian. So now, what I'm going to say is this: that everything that Maboso said was false, made up. Basically, if we had to take that to court, Maboso, you'd be held liable for perjury. Okay. Sorry, what did I just say? Perjury. Yes, you will be. Yeah, I'm correct, right? Someone should correct me in the comments. You will be held liable for lying in court, right? Perjury. Yeah, I'm correct. Sorry, I'm just all over the place. But so that's the thing. If I had to fact check everything that you're saying and I had to ask you questions about everything, you would not be able to verify everything. But I didn't care about that. I just said, you know what? He wants to give his country some big ups. Go ahead. It's up to you. But the minute I start mentioning what Nigeria has to do, all of you got triggered and you just said coming up to talk about, oh, prove it. This person was a scammer. This person, this. That does not change the fact that we aided you with your anti-apartheid fight. Whether you like it or not, history does not make mistakes. It has literally been signed and stamped in the history books. This is the thing. And I wish we didn't, honestly. I really wish we did. Because now, imagine you talking to Nigerians and telling us we should show you proof and saying, oh, we only acknowledge these people. But I wish we didn't. But okay, fine. It's there. You can't change it. So that's all I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much, Anita. Mabuso, are you ready?
Yeah,
My brother.
yeah, and I'm ready, host.
All
Thanks,
right.
host.
Please carry on and make
I don't know why
observation.
this Anita, she's doing squabbles. When I was making my submission and the achievement of South Africa, I did not even mention Nigeria. Look, Anita, I'm not insecure. It just sounds like you are insecure, and I don't know why you are butthurt by me mentioning the achievement of South Africa, which are on record. You were rambling. What you were doing was rambling. You went on ChatGPT or wherever you went, and you read mostly a summary of what a Nigerian who's a nobody thing. What you were reading, that it can be an opinion on someone. When I was talking, I was not even reading. I was talking from my own brain because I know about my country and the position South Africa hold on the continent. I did not even need to go to ChatGPT. Everything I spoke, I can repeat it. I told you about OAU. You can go check OAU, the transition from OAU to AU, and who set up AU when I said Thabo Mbeki. I don't know what you're talking about. I even mentioned NEPAD and AARF. These are two organs of African Renaissance. I went as far mentioning that, yes, African Renaissance was made possible by Thabo Mbeki, our former president, but the idea was put on paper by a scholar from Senegal in London. Why will I make these things up? Why will I give so much reference for made up things? Because you were making up things. You were just rambling and you couldn't even say any organization of Nigerian achievement. You couldn't say anything. You were just rambling as usual. I kept on giving organizations, organs that are making things happening. I mentioned the BRICS. I mentioned Standard Bank, which is the leading bank in Africa. I went as far as breaking down the shares of Standard Bank because before you come with the whitey thing, I told you it's owned by China and South Africa. Everything I said on record here, anybody can go Google and check everything I said. I'm not like you, Anita. I'm a scholar. I read, especially about my country. That's what most Nigerians don't do. And the stats on literacy in Nigeria proves this. Most Nigerians are just not educated. Now, you're the one who made a reference about lying. You said Nigerians are the top earners as migrants in America, which is a lie. They're not even the top earners when compared to Africa. Go Google who are the African migrants in America who are the leading top earners. On top, you're going to see that it's South Africa. South Africa is the leading earners of migrants from African descendants in USA. The average South African earn more than $100,000 annually. Nigerians are number 5 after Ghana. You earn about 80,000 annually. Ghanaians, they earn 84,000. See, you say things that you don't know. I don't just say things and ramble. I don't quickly go to ChatGPT and go. This one I Googled. This one, but I always knew that South Africans earn the top. I just Googled so that I can reference the numbers, how much they earn. This one because I knew you were lying, but I had to correct you, even giving you figures of what South Africans earn annually compared to other Africans as migrants in the USA. Right. That's one thing you lied about. So Anita, this is simple. I'm going to land, Missy. I don't like squabbles. What I did was I was asked, there was a question posed earlier on. What are South African achievement? What are other countries going to offer Africa? I did not even mention Nigeria. You felt offended by me mentioning South African achievement. And I was not bragging. If there's anything you have to know about South Africans, we don't brag. Because if we had to brag, there's a lot of things we can brag about. We don't even like that. That's a Nigerian thing. You felt like I'm bragging because you're not used to listening to a proud South African giving you proper information. You are used to the narratives and the lies and the propaganda about my country. When I bring the actual achievement of South Africa on the table on this continent, you felt like I was insulting you. You couldn't even mention the achievement of Nigeria without making your submission about South Africa. When I mentioned the achievement of South Africa, I did not even mention Nigeria like that. It was not even around your country. You felt like you needed to attack us because you are insecure. You are inferior. And that's what inferior people do. You have to try to belittle us to feel good about yourself because you feel like everybody can see you. Everybody can see your suffering and your strugglings as Nigerian. You need to stop having insecurity. I only mentioned the achievement of South Africa on the continent because the question was posed earlier on by Queen Dudula, which was followed by the host himself. I was responding to that. You made the whole thing about Nigeria versus South Africa because you are a bunch of insecure people who feel like South Africa makes you invisible. You need to stop that behavior. It's embarrassing to say the least. Thanks,
Thank
host.
you so much, Mapuso. Thank you. Guys, please don't forget the host. So thank you so much, especially the gift. Those are gifted the host. Thank you so much. Thank you. The host is doing a great job. Okay, let's give him the credit. And so he has
Can
been.
I
Hold on,
respond to him?
Anita, because we have to move on to Isaac. Please. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Guy, the host has been doing a great job since morning, since yesterday to today now. I think it's almost like 48 hours. So please don't forget him, okay? Don't forget him. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Isaac. Isaac, please omit yourself.
Hey, my sister, I'm from South Africa. I don't know if you still want to balance the scale. I'm just asking. You can let her answer and then I'll come
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. Anita, please, you can go on. It's nice of you, Isaac.
So the thing is, I didn't know that people could lie like this in public. So this guy, what's his name? Where is he? I don't know why he even had to drop. So he basically told me that, first of all, I did not mention organizations. I did mention ECOWAS. We did create ECOWAS. There's a lot of things that I keep talking about here that keeps missing. But okay, he now talked about the fact that in America, the top earning African immigrants are what? Are South Africans. Are you talking about Elon Musk and Patrick Soon? I think that's his name, Patrick Soon.
That's what he's talking about.
So that's who you're talking about, Elon Musk and Patrick Soon. Okay. So where are the black ones? Hold on. Sorry, give me a second.
Wait.
Why do you guys always like to interrupt? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
He was not referring to Elon Musk. He's talking about the immigrants who earn the highest.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. So no, let me show you then. With the immigrant groups, okay, Nigerians are number one when it comes to Africans. Why don't you just take a little step to Google and check it? Because if you want to put the entire immigrant groups, Indians are number one, Taiwanese, Filipinos, Chinese, Iranian, and then you have Nigerians. Please let him go and just do a small Google.
Because you've been Googling.
Please,
you've been Googling.
Can somebody just beg these people to let other people? What do you mean I've been Googling? He just said go and Google. He said go and Google. He asked me to go and Google.
No, we're not stopping her. Can she bring it up, please?
How else are you going to get the facts, Mr. Dula?
So, Anita, just to correct you a little bit, look, based on Africa Briefing, and it says Business Day NG, here are top 5 highest earning African immigrant groups in the USA. Number 1, South Africa. Number 1, South Africa. There it is.
And let me show you mine then. All right. Give me a second. Let me turn up mine. Because you guys said if we're putting the entire Africans together. Now, what is this? Give me a second. Let me turn up this thing. Okay. Now, can you see this? Can you see this? If we're ranking the entire immigrants in America, what do you see there? India.
Ma'am, is that an
Taiwanese. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Oh, he just brought up Google Gemini. Are you guys serious?
You can't reference.
He just brought up Google Gemini. Are you guys serious?
Hold on. I think we are talking about. This is the host.
Can I just
This
say
is
something?
the host.
Just
I
one-
think we're
just-
talking
just
about.
one thing. Wait.
Hold
Host, I
on,
just want
sir.
to say this.
The host is
we
talking.
need to-
The
we need
host
to
is
reference-
talking.
You will speak, Dara. You will speak. Anita, they are talking about Africa.
That's what
We're
I'm
talking
saying.
about the African immigrant.
Actually,
but
host, she
this,
mentioned
we
Africa
see,
herself.
We see
and now
Taiwanese. We see
she's changing.
Indian. So let's
mentioned
make it.
Africa.
My point is,
You're the
what is
one
the
who mentioned Africa. Why are
Dudula,
you changing now?
Can you guys ever let anybody
No.
speak? Listen,
No.
what is the
No,
first
we're
African
correcting
country you see
We
there
are
after
correcting
everybody
you.
else?
We're
No,
What
that's
is
correcting
the
why-
you.
first
that's why-
African country you
Anita,
see
Oh,
when you
God.
rank the entire immigrants who
Anita,
are earning.
Anita, can I
That's
just
what
say
he
one
said.
thing?
No, hold on. Now, if you
Just
listen
one
to
thing
what,
before
oh
you
God,
continue, because you're
hold
going to
on.
continue
It's
in
my
a wrong
turn to
narrative.
speak. Hold
You
on,
you are going to
Kira.
continue in a wrong
Tim,
Hold
narrative.
on.
I
It's
want
my
allow her
turn
to
to
learn,
speak.
please. Please.
When he was speaking, I listened to him carefully. Maboso said the top earning are South Africans. And if you even put Africans and not, he said not even about just Africans. And then he said, and even within Africa, South Africans are first. So that's what he said. And said, we are after Kenyans or something like that. That's what he said. So I'm showing you guys now, if you're really talking about immigrants, let's start with this first. If you're talking about immigrants, after you have listed the other Asian immigrants, which are they're
You need
mostly
to calm
Asians,
down.
the first one, oh God, you guys
You're
know
not
how to
gonna
just
listen
stay
to
mute.
reason because you're not calm. You need to take a
No,
breather.
you need to be calm because you don't
Maboso never
interrupt
said
people.
immigrants.
You
He
don't
said African
interrupt
because we were
people.
talking about Africa, but we need to help you
You
calm
don't
down so you
interrupt
can
when
listen
someone
to
is talking.
reason.
No, you have to
No,
listen
we
to
need to
reason.
help
Let
you.
us allow people speak,
Moderator, can you
Dudula.
please put her on timeout so she can calm down? Because we were
You
talking
are
about
insane if
Africa.
you are really
We
I
were
insane.
think I was
talking
Okay.
like,
about Africa. We never
And did I
mentioned
tell you
other
I was not going
countries
to pull it up?
outside of the continent.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Who
okay.
is
Anita,
the,
Oh,
Anita,
this lady needs to
you
Anita,
know
calm
what?
down.
Anita,
You know what?
Anita,
You know what? You
Anita.
know what?
Two
Guys,
other
guys,
speakers.
wait.
So, guys, look, you
wait,
guys are not
I just
helping.
want to
Don't
You
do
say
guys are
that.
not gonna
something
Don't
do
do
very
that.
that.
quickly.
You're
Don't
not
do
gonna
that.
do that.
Don't do that.
Nope. You're not
Don't
gonna
do
do
that.
that.
Anita, can you please bring out the African one? We need to see the African one, please. Okay, bring it out.
Miss J, can I show you a Nigerian article that was done in January 2025?
Please,
Like a latest one.
after, allow her to learn, please.
So,
Anita.
okay,
Can I
okay.
please get my time also, Miss J's?
People don't know how
Oh,
to be
no,
civil. I'm going
Yeah.
to stay on mute.
see, I think there's a problem with Anita that we need to recognize. By the way, Anita, that is the business day of Nigeria, right? You recognize that. That is the source. And that's not what you're doing. And when you go here, don't mind my ads, it just shows the things that I'm dealing with. Number one, South Africans in the United States have the highest median income amongst African immigrants. Okay? The reason why everybody else is
Can you
frustrated.
show us the year?
Okay, I'm about to show you right now. Sorry. I'm gonna show you now. Just give me time, sorry.
I mean, we are all learning right here. If there's new information, it's nothing wrong.
All right. So January 6, 2025.
Okay, and what year is Anita's?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, please can you guys look at this? Because I think that these people love to dispute without evidence. Okay, now if we're talking about African regular people, we're not talking about billionaires. We're not talking about, because if we're talking about billionaires, then South African white people come one, Asian, number two, he's South African, three, another white South African guy, and then number four is a Nigerian guy. But if you want to talk about regular earning people, top earning African immigrant groups in the United States, Nigeria comes first. You guys need to let people speak.
So what year
Can
is
I
that
ask-
data? You know, every year data
Host, can I
changes.
ask you a question?
I will pull it up for you now, host, because honestly, I think that you guys are just you're trying to be selective. But let's go. I'll pull it up for you.
Anita, can I just say something
No,
very
we
quickly?
can all
No,
not
no,
speak at the
just
same
one thing,
time.
Greg. I just want to correct one thing, and then you can come in. Wait, just one thing. Zach, one thing. Look, are looking into stats, right? You need to pull out verifiable sources. You can't pull up a chat GPT. In academia, it's not accepted as
Are
a
you
point
kidding
of
me?
reference. Wait, Anita, I'm not done. I'm correcting something. And I'm not talking to you only. I'm saying to everyone here. When you are picking up a source, it must be a verifiable source, right? For example, the IRS stats in the US, the tax company, can be something that you need to look at. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, the entity on the US, that is something that you can rely on. You can't just go to ChatGPT. I can go to Wikipedia right now and write something. ChatGPT is going to incorporate that when it's doing its summary. It's going to incorporate whatever that I just put on Wikipedia as of this moment. Hence, in academia, it can never be accepted as a reference point. So we can't rely on ChatGPT.
Exactly.
But wait, Gospel just pulled up Google Gemini and that was okay? So Google Gemini is not AI.
Sources. I did state my sources.
No. You pulled Google Gemini just now to show me South Africa.
Can I respond to you?
So why?
Wait, Isaac, wait. Terra.
I'm not only referring
No, guys, wait. Can I
You guys are funny.
Guys, can I respond to Anita? Isaac, you got your time, bro. You got your time. I haven't spoken.
I didn't get my time. What are you saying?
I haven't spoken since I came on the panel. I haven't.
Yeah, but it's my time.
Please allow him, Isaac. The more you squabble, you just waste more time. Please just allow him. Give him his time, please.
When Anita, my sources, I just mentioned them. I think Isaac also mentioned the other source, which was part of the source that I mentioned. So the source that I am bringing to you is according to Africa Briefing, and it states that South Africans migrants living in the US are amongst the top earners of African migrants, according to Africa Briefing. You can search it up. That is my source. And I agree to what Terra was saying, that you pulling out Chat GPT is not reliable, because you should state your source. According to which source are you stating your point, you know? But anyways, let me start by submitting, because I haven't spoken since I came on the panel, and you are the one who brought me here. So, okay, I'll start by saying this. One, I'm not one who loves competition. Even personally, I'm not a person who loves competition. I don't do those things. And
Here to talk about you. Please stick to the conversation. It's not about you.
Yeah, and also I call out my South African brothers and sisters that, look, man, it's not competition and stuff like that. But you know, Anita, you provoked me when you say that South Africans, they can't go toe to toe with Nigerians. Are you talking about toe to toe? Like, really? I mean, when we go like toe to toe, Nigerians that don't come close. You know, I'll go to the film industry. In terms of film industry, okay, Nollywood is one of the biggest film industries in Africa. But when we look at the quality of the films that are produced, South Africa beats Nigeria in that aspect. And South Africa has an Oscar. That's number one that you should know. Nigeria doesn't have an Oscar. And then number two, when it comes to music, you mentioned Afrobeat. South Africa has more Grammys than Nigeria. That should tell you something about South African music. We have more Grammys than Nigeria. That's another thing. And also talking to the top earners, the thing of top earners, we just debunked it. So it showed that South African migrants in America are the top earners in America amongst African migrants. And also, in addition to that, our very own Charlize Theron is one of Hollywood's best paid actresses. I don't think there's any Nigerian actor who comes close to her. Charlize Theron is a South African, born in Benoni, by the way. And then in terms of like, you know, you look at people like Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is the most successful comedian in Africa, and he's internationally known. That is a South African. Also, you should also look into that. You know, yeah, she dropped. In terms of influence, South Africa has a lot of influence. You know, you look at our.
What is it that you're submitting that we have not heard already, my brother? I mean, I'm just curious.
Wait, bro. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Can I finish my submission? Wait. Yeah.
No, but is your submission a repetition of what we've heard already?
No. I was talking to Anita, Isaac. Please.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
Yeah. So can I finish? I still have time here. Thank you. So in terms of rugby, we are the best rugby team in the world. South Africa is the best rugby team in the world. Also, we brought World Cup to Africa. You know, South Africa always puts Africa on the map. World Cup, the first time Africa had World Cup, it was in South Africa. You know, you talk about the G20. You know, like we brought it the first time in Africa, it was South Africa. So toe to toe, I mean, Anita, you're gonna hurt yourself when you wanna go toe to toe with South Africa. In terms of development, South Africa beats Nigeria. In terms of GDP, South Africa beats Nigeria. You know, like you can't go toe to toe with South Africans. And I'm saying this humbly. So I'm saying that we should refrain from this competition because yeah, we should try to refrain from it. But anyways, Anita, my sister, relax. South Africa is big, please. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your submission. Now, let me ask you a question. I'm pretty sure I think I saw you in the comment section several times, and you were actually pretty neutral. You were calm and quiet. Thank you for that. But now let me ask you a question. Did I come up here with intention to start bragging against South Africans? As a South African, if a Nigerian comes out of the blue and starts to put things in your face as a South African, calling you out on your name for whatever reason, you want to tell me you're just going to be like, oh, well, we're big, so I'm just going to go sit down. I'm not going to, you will respond, yes or no?
Of course, like I would try
Okay.
to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, of course, I would try to show